Oh, the Cactus Classic, beautiful weather, great weather for a horse show.
Every year we have a new person who steps up and has a more fabulous horse than the next.
This has speed, it's got action, it's different.
Once you ride a horse that can really run and stop and spin, you'll be hooked for a while.
You know, you look at them and you wonder, how do they do this?
The rundowns, the sliding stops, dirt flying everywhere when they do it.
So we're all involved about supporting the person who's here, who's going to be the winner, and we have no idea who that's going to be. The best man wins or woman, and the best horse.
The Cactus Reining Classic is an event at the beautiful Westworld of Scottsdale facility in the North Scottsdale area. And Westworld is one of the largest equestrian centers on the West Coast. It provides over 9 arenas. It's quite a facility. The really exciting part of our Open Derby competition is going to be the quality of horses and riders that are here competing at the Cactus Reining Classic. We have 3 NRHA Million Dollar Riders, Randy Paul, Andrea Fapani, and Todd Bergen. They have all brought multiple horses here. They are million dollar riders, million dollar horses. I mean, these horses are amazing, and they're going to have to run hard. They're going to expect a lot from their horses in order to beat the competition. So we're going to be very excited to see how it turns out.
They have a total of 10 patterns for NRHA. Today we're doing pattern 9 in the Open Derby, which starts with the horse running down the center line of the arena, stops, backs up, does 4 spins to the right, does 4 1/4 spins to the left, and ends up facing the judges. And then they pick up their left lead, they do 3 circles, then they pick up their right lead, they do 2 large, 1 small circle, figure 8 in the center of the arena, do a sliding stop, roll back, come back to the left side of the arena, do the same thing, sliding stop, roll back, and then a final run down the right side of the arena, do a sliding stop, and stop. They don't back up.
The sport of reining actually has an interesting history. It actually developed on 2 coasts. It developed on the West Coast and the East Coast. On the West Coast, it was primarily from a rein cow horse point of view. In other words, the old vaquero, the Spanish settlers that were out here on the West Coast worked cattle. The cowboys would get together at the end of the month or sometimes every once in a while, and they would have contests. It's worldwide now, so we actually, not only do we have the U.S. where it kind of was founded, but it's global now. Well, I believe we're in 24 countries now actually have reining horses. It is the fastest growing equine discipline in the world. We're seeing growth every year, and at this pace, I don't see it to slow down at all. I think, as we all know, the economy had a little bit of a downturn, but the reining horses just haven't felt that hit. I think it becomes people's passions, and they will hold on to that passion, hold on to that recreation, and give other things up, make life choices, and still be able to participate in reining.
No surprise here that Randy Paul is taking the option to run into the pen on Scottsdale, Arizona-based Rancho Oso Rios Tinker with Diamonds. Randy has already had an amazing 2010, having just added the title of NRCHA World's Greatest Horseman to his long list of accomplishments, the NRHA Million Dollar Rider among them. Let's see if Randy and his flashy paint mare pull out all the stops. Now here we go. Those white legs really show off her spins, don't they? Look how she rocks back on her hocks and crosses one leg over the other in front. She and Randy make it look effortless. Now for the large, fast circle to the left. This little girl can really fly. Randy is building up to the big slide. And there it is, just awesome. Look how they change direction by executing a perfect rollback maneuver without any hesitation at all. It's amazing how Randy makes it look like he's just along for the ride. Not quite. Here they come for another rundown as the crowd cheers them on. One last rundown to the sliding stop. Randy is giving it all he's got. And Agnes is perfect. A score of 226.5 for Randy Paul and Tinker with Diamonds. That's going to be next to impossible to beat.
Get here in the morning and kind of relax, and then about an hour before my class, somewhere between 10 and 15 horses before I go in, I go start preparing for my show. I brush him and then I saddle him, and then Roberto usually wraps his legs for me. He's the best wrapper.
Up next, Marcy Vermeer competes. Learning how reining is judged, and see Jarvis Anderson from Montana compete.